Hello everyone and welcome back to I Am Home Harvest. In today's video, I'll be sharing something really interesting. The income we generate from our layer farm, especially from 150 birds through egg production. We'll take a look at how much these birds produce, the daily and monthly income, and also the type of feed that keeps them healthy and productive. For those of you who have been asking about our feed, we use Godrej Layer Crumbs. It's a trusted brand that helps maintain good egg quality and consistency in production. So make sure you watch till the end and let us get started. As I mentioned in the previous video, our farm follows a semi-free range system. The birds get to move around and feed in the compost area, which they enjoy. It's mostly a closed system, but with some space for them to roam freely. As many of you might have seen in our previous videos, our farm was hit by a flash flood, and unfortunately we lost a few of our birds during that time. But in this video, I'll be focusing on the income generated from the initial batch of 150 birds, which was our starting point at the farm. We sell the eggs from our layer farm both at wholesale and retail rates. Some of the eggs are supplied in bulks to local shops and regular buyers, while others are sold directly to individual customers who prefer farm fresh eggs. And of course, we also keep a few trays for our own household use. For those of you who simply enjoy watching our farming videos and may not be too interested in the business side of things, that's completely okay. You can skip this presentation part and go straight to the end of the video. There's a little surprise waiting for you there, don't miss it. Let me make a quick PowerPoint presentation for you so that it'll be easier to understand the business model. This will make everything simpler and more organized. Also, if you're planning to start a poultry layer business, I'd suggest taking screenshot as I go through the slides. It'll help you follow along and keep the important details for later. So in this slide, I'm showing you the fixed investment. Fixed investment includes the poultry shed, which can vary depending on how much raw material you're able to collect at a cheaper rate. At our farm, we spend around $84,000 on the shed. We were also able to reduce costs since we got some of the bamboos, logs and timbers from our own forest. You can also cut down on labor costs if you have the skills to build the poultry coop yourself. So overall, the building cost really depends on the materials you have access to and how much work you can do on your own. We've also added the cost of feeders, drinkers, ropes, and other small miscellaneous items under fixed investment. So for the recurrent investment, this includes the purchase of the layer birds and the feed cost. At our farm, we have 150 layer birds. For this batch, each bird's cost 750, which makes a total of 1,12,500. However, the price per bird can vary from year to year or batch to batch, depending on the market rate. The second part of the recurrent investment is the feed cost. That's the total number of feed bags consumed over a period of 16 months. The feed cost usually takes up the largest portion of the running expenses in a layer farm. So when we add up both the cost of the birds and the total amount of spent on feed, the overall recurrent investment comes to 4,86,620. So on this third slide, we'll look at the feed calculation. On average, one bird in a semi-free range system consumes about 110 grams of feed per day, but in a cage system, the bird usually consumes a bit more, around 120 to 130 grams a day. So by keeping them in a semi-free range setup, we're actually able to cut down a bit on the feed cost. Now since we have 150 layer birds, the total feed consumed per day comes to about 16.5 kilograms. Over a period of 16 months, that adds up to around 79,200 kilograms of feed, which is about 158.4 bags in total. You can also see this total reflected in the previous slide where we showed the overall feed cost. Now, this fourth slide is the exciting part, the income generated from the farm. We're looking at the earnings from our 150 layer birds. For our calculation, we've done it on a 50-50 basis, meaning half of the eggs are sold in wholesale and the other half are sold in retail. For the wholesale market, we sell a plate of eggs at 320. For the retail, we sell it at 350 per plate. And after the 16th month, once the laying period is over, we also sell the spent hen. That is the hen which no longer lay eggs. We also sell each spent hen at rupees 500 per hen. Out of the total 150 birds, we've kept a margin for mortality. So we've deducted about 7 birds, leaving us with 143 hens for sale. That brings in an additional income of around 71,500. Apart from that, we also earn a small extra amount from the sale of empty feed bags, which we sell after the feed is used up. Each bag is sold for 20 rupees and gives us a total of about 3,000 from all the empty bags. When we add everything together, the income from the egg sales, spent hen, and the sale of feed bags, the total income generated from one batch of 150 birds comes to around 6,77,500. Now, before we calculate the total income, let's first look at the egg production. Assuming a 75% egg laying rate over a period of 16 months. And that's actually keeping it on the minimum side. From our 150 layer birds, we get around 54,000 eggs in total. Here's how that's calculated. We take 150 birds, multiply by 30 days in a month, then by 16 months, and finally multiply by 0.75, which represents the 75% laying rate. So that's how we arrive to approximately 54,000 eggs over the entire laying period. So from that total of around 54,000 eggs, when we divide it by 30 eggs per plate, it gives us about 1,800 plates of eggs produced by our 150 birds over the 16-month period. Now coming to the last slide, this is where we look at the net profit from the farm. Before we go into the numbers, let me explain quickly what net profit means. Net profit is basically the actual money we earn after subtracting all our expenses. That includes the cost of the birds, feed, housing, equipment, and any other investments. So it shows the real income or the real gain that we make from the farm after covering all the cost. Now, in the first year, our total income from the first batch is 6,77,500. The total investment, which includes both the fixed investment like housing and equipments and the recurring investment such as feed and the birds, come to about 4,86,620. When we subtract that from the total income, we get a net profit of 1,90,880 from the first year. We include the fixed costs in the first year because that's when all the main setup expenses occurs. But for the second year onwards, we don't include the fixed investment again, only the recurring cost. So in the second year, the net profit increases to 2,74,880 since the infrastructure is already in place. We also deduct 84,000 from the first year's profit, that's the shared cost, which includes the shed and other miscellaneous expenses. After adjusting that, the final net profit for the second year comes to around 2,74,880, showing that the farm becomes more profitable once the major setup costs are covered. Now, I can't say for sure exactly how much you can earn in a month because it really depends on the few factors, mainly the percentage of eggs laid by the hens and also how many of those eggs you sell in retail or wholesale. So, it's not possible to give one fixed figure for the monthly income. But on average, from 150 layer birds, you can roughly earn anywhere between 14,000 to around 24,000 or 25,000 per month, depending on the production and your market rate. That gives you a general idea of the kind of income you can expect from a small to medium scale layer farming setup. We made this video to encourage anyone interested in the layer farming business and to give a rough idea of how much you can earn from a small scale layer farm. It's not meant to brag or discourage anyone, just to share a simple estimate based on our experience. I've added a few short clips to give you a little preview of what you can expect in our upcoming videos. There's a lot happening here on the farm, so stay tuned and keep supporting our channel. And if you enjoy our videos, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really helps us a lot. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.